Indeed.
Yeah, let's bring in Burks here.
Okay.
Yo, what's up, Garrison? And I think you are Ryan, is it?
That's correct.
What's up? Hey, I just want to say congrats on your guys' natty. I don't know if I know Garrison a lot because of Maze Madman. I just want to say I predicted the game wrong, Garrison, with Notre Dame and Ohio State. I never try to do bias ever when I make a prediction. But, I don't know. I just felt like Notre Dame could have won that game, but they would have played like that Michigan D. But no, I was wrong, right? And, I predicted, to tell you the truth, it's funny because I predicted that Ohio State was going to beat Michigan all 4 of those years as a Michigan fan.
So did I, Burke. So did I.
And literally, I am wrong for all 4 of those years. Can you believe it, man? Like,
Wait, Briggs, are you serious?
I'm serious. I'm dead ass. I try to do no bias when I make predictions. Like, and if any Michigan fan were to hear this, they would kill me right now.
Oh, don't worry, I'll clip it up for you.
Well, look, I'll say this about those games. I mean, for most of the time, and this just shows you the power of a rivalry because Ohio State was the most talented team at least 3 of those 4 years, and they lost all 4 of them. So that shows you what a rivalry game does, even when one team is supposed to be the superior team.
Yeah. So listen, I'm just calling in because I want to know your prediction of what you guys think the scandal is going to be. Like,
hey, Burks, I do want to tell you this real quick, so you don't feel too bad, buddy. The last 4 years, now I didn't pick the money line, but I picked you guys to cover every single time, so I've made money every single game.
That's nice.
You got to be kidding me.
If I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna get something out of it.
True.
Hey,
so yeah, you want to know what we think about, with the scandal, what the results of that is going to come down to.
Yeah, what's your prediction, man?
Yeah, so personally, I think that if the NCAA wasn't so feckless and so bad at what they do, and they have been bad at enforcing the rules, really for the last 20, 25 years, then it would be a lot harsher. And when I say harsher, I mean there's a chance that the title gets stripped. I do not think that is going to happen. I'm not even entirely sure if they're going to vacate a ton of wins. I could see them vacating some wins. I could see them vacating like the 2022 season. I don't see them doing anything with the 2023 season, or at least the last, 6 games or so once they got caught. I don't think anything's going to happen there. I do think Sharon is in jeopardy of getting fired because of that, because he might get hit with a show cause for deleting the text messages and everything like that. They're going to hand down some sort of recruiting sanction, some sort of scholarship limit. But I mean, I think that's probably the extent of it. I don't think there's going to be. I do not think there's going to be a bowl ban, even though there probably should be. I just don't think the NCAA. Like I said, they're really bad at what they do. They're quite frankly afraid to administer punishments the way that they should. And the ones that they do administer, they're usually always wrong. So, what do you think, Garrison?
So, I've been saying this for about over a year now. I don't believe it's a proverbial hammer. I don't think there's a chance that they're going to vacate any games. I don't think there's a chance that they're going to strip away their title. I don't think there's a chance that they would be left out of get a bowl ban or because the college football playoff committee controls that now. And I don't think the CFP committee cares enough to do that. Now, do I think they're going to get? I think they're going to get a hefty fine.
I think if the NCAA were to initiate some sort of bowl ban, I think the CFP would respect their
maybe so. Okay,
that decision. So,
okay,
but you're right; they are separate entities. You're right.
No, but no, I didn't think about it that way. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. But I think there's going to be a hefty fine. I think that they're going to lose some scholarships. What else? Sharon Moore. I think Sharon Moore at the least he's going to get suspended for a few games. I think
there at least will be a suspension. Yes.
Yeah, I think we're and Burks. Let me know how you feel about this. I feel like there's a lot of Michigan fans who are they don't understand the simplicity of the actions of their program and their coaches. Like when like something like the whole cheeseburger thing, right? Yeah, cheeseburger. That's fine. But what cheeseburger technically equals, or what it really means, is you saw a kid during the time you weren't supposed to be doing any recruiting like that. You saw him during the COVID period, which they had put in place. And you still chose to do that. Like it's not like it's a big deal. Like I'm not saying like what you guys did, like with someone has a big deal. Dude, we're Buckeye fans. Like going through shit like that is part of the course. Like I'm waiting for Ryan Day to do something. I'm waiting, but
let's hope not.
oh, yeah, let's hope not. I mean, something small is okay.
Yeah,
little cheeseburger here or there, But and then also, I think that if Sharon were to get fired, it's because, dude, you're gonna get that show cause because you are you're a, what do you call a blank offended double
repeat offender.
Repeat offender. Thank you, repeat offender. You did it back to back. That's the problem. And then the situation comes where it's not about what's in the text messages. It's the fact that you deleted them. And another simple fact that I feel like some Michigan fans don't understand. You can't do that. And then they say, well, he gave the text away, and then they needed it to go scan it back. No. He turned in the phone, and that's how they were able to retrieve them. Like it's things like that. I feel like certain things that a lot of Michigan fans are missing. Berg, I'm not sure if you saw the video, but if you have time, go watch Darren Talks Ball. And of course, Darren, he's a Michigan fan. He talks about it, and he's dead honest about it, dude. It's not. I think that a lot of Ohio State fans and people around think you guys are just being a little dishonest about what's going
on. Garrison, I actually am. Me and Darren Talks Ball is in the same boat, dude. So I know. Listen, I respect Darren Talks Ball so much. He's been getting hell. I'm just gonna say this, man. Michigan fans do not understand that, like, this Connor Stalions guy. Why are they praising him? Why do they not taking it seriously, man? What the hell is going on? This guy's a damn criminal. This guy should. If I was the Michigan president, dude, I would write a restraining order. And if he steps on campus, he goes to jail. All right, I am so pissed off of this whole cheating stuff, bro. Like, can I tell you something, you two? I'm just gonna tell you guys. You can tell my guy Maze Madman or Maniac. I don't care at this. They're my guys, Garrison. But I'm just gonna say this, man. Michigan, I respect Ohio State football program more. Can I tell you why I respect them more? Because they actually won a natty with no controversy, no scandals, none of this stuff. We won a natty. It had to have controversy or scandal and stuff. Can you believe it? And I talked to Ohio State podcasts. I talked to, the OHL podcast, Buckeye Boys. They're all chill with me because I'm honest. I talked to a Notre Dame channel called Always Irish. They just don't understand why Michigan had to do this when they had the talent to win the game.
You would have won the national championship without Connor Stalions. I do fully believe that.
Yes, that's the thing is I don't think they had to do it. They had a lot of talent on the team, and the fact that this has happened and now, I mean, even if there is no legitimacy to saying that there's a cloud around the natty, now we have the ammo to do it. So that's the sad thing.
It's just so sad, man. And that's the thing. Unfortunately, I actually Michigan fans are like, oh, Ohio State won a Mickey Mouse natty. Okay, what's a Mickey Mouse? They won a national championship. Sure, they didn't win a conference championship. Okay, they didn't win the Big Ten title, but at least they won a natty with no damn cheating scandal, and they won't be called. See, our reputation is now going to be called. We're going to be called cheaters for the rest of our life. Till I'm 100 years old, fan base is just going to call cheaters because of this scandal. They don't understand that our reputation is destroyed because of that clown named Connor Stalions.
No, and you know what's funny? I'm happy you said that, man, Bergs. I didn't know that was your take on it, Bergs. And then I think about it this way. If Ohio State had a guy like Connor Stalions doing some crap like this, wrote some long manifesto dude, we would get rid of him so fast.
Wanted nowhere near to the program.
Yeah, if we found out that was happening, we wouldn't let him do that. And it's surprising to me that you have Mike Hart, who gets a call from someone from Rutgers and lets them know, like, hey, this might be going on. He brings it to Mentor, nothing happens. And then you have another staffer that brings it to you, and he says, hey, it's kind of iffy. Like, what do you think? They don't do anything about it. Man, there were a lot of ways I think Michigan could have handled this to where this wouldn't have been a situation to where you wouldn't, because let's say you guys come out of this not scot clean, but you get a slap on the wrist. And I think even though we all agree that you guys didn't have to do it, it's kind of like the Patriots, where that stigma is going to stick to you when it's not going anywhere. It's going anywhere.
Yep.
And it's for this is what I was saying. Like, I may not like you guys as a program, but I have a lot of respect for you guys. I'm confused for a lot of, like, just like you, Bruce, for a lot of Michigan fans when it comes to Connor Stalions, where the type of pride the University of Michigan upholds itself to, and it's like, as Bruce, you may not know, but I'm from the state of Michigan, born and raised.
Grand Rapids.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, I'm confused, Michigan men and all that stuff. Like, just how, like, what Darren said. This guy is the antithesis of a Michigan man. He's not even close to being that, and that's why it's so confusing to me, man. Like, I don't know why he's held up like this. It's so weird.
I think it's because there was a large gap between because there was large gaps between when they actually had a real shot to win a national championship. I think that's part of the reason why. I won't say national relevance because they were really good. In the early in the Jim Harbaugh, 2016, Michigan had a really good team. At 2018, they were really good. I mean, had they beaten Ohio State in those years, they would have made the playoffs as well. But the fact that he's so revered because he was the one that was able to, quote unquote, crack the code against Ohio State and help them get to that final goal, because in all of Michigan's fans' minds, it's probably true. The only thing between them and a national championship in a lot of those years was Ohio State. They had talented teams, and they, a lot of people think if they'd been able to beat the Buckeyes, they might have competed in one or two of these national championship games, and then they finally did. And they want to give that guy some credit for, giving them any sort of edge. Now, obviously, the three of us don't think that's what should be happening, but that's just what it is. But I know we talked about what we think, what kind of penalties might be levied. I don't see. I'm not shocked it's taking them this long to get something down. My guess is something wouldn't be levied until after maybe even next season. I don't think this season. I don't think anything's going to happen in 2025. I wouldn't be surprised if they came down with the punishments midway through 2025 that would be enacted in 2026.
Yeah, no, and not only that, too, you guys are I tell you the truth, you guys are a more respected program. I honestly respect Ohio State as a football. I'm not going to say as a fan base, because what you guys did with Ryan Day, some of your fans, the family, after they lost, I don't like what you guys did. I'm not saying all of these Ohio State fans are bad, or the group of them.
Correct.
But I'll say this, man. Michigan has gotten so many people don't understand. We just got a scandal before with the doctor and the $490 million lawsuit with Bo Schembechler. Then our retail store, Emden, right? This was like my favorite Michigan store. That got bankrupt because there was a white collar. The owner did not pay his suppliers. Like, I truly feel Ann Arbor is literally run by criminals. I feel like that. No, I'm not even joking with you, dude. They are actually run by bloody criminals.
Wasn't there a guy on their staff too who got fired for doing something on the computer he wasn't supposed to be doing?
Yeah, doing something he wasn't supposed to be doing.
Let's just put it that way. Yeah,
it's just so frustrating, man. Like, you're a Wolverine. Wolverines are tough, strong animals. We are not damn raccoons, man. Come on.
Yeah,
Brooks, I have a question for you, actually. From a Wolverine's perspective, right? Now I'm going to assume, and I would be very disappointed if you thought different. You didn't want us to win the national championship, correct?
Well, no, obviously not.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure. So after like you guys beat us, and then you saw what we did in the playoffs, what was going through your mind?
I actually thought you guys would have won the Natty because, and that's the thing. I actually personally, I would rather have you guys beat us than us winning the Natty. I think Natty is more important. It makes their resume better as an all-time great program. Listen, I'm sick of this, like, people actually thinking the rivalry is better than the Natty. Bro, the Natty, you can actually, it makes your program historic. It makes your program one of the best. And listen, when you guys beat Michigan, man, I'm like, oh shit, man. I think you guys will actually win a Natty. And guess what? I actually predicted Notre Dame to actually beat you guys because I thought you guys were gonna be arrogant. That was a bad prediction of mine, so my bad. But I was right about the championship. They made a championship. I knew they were gonna beat Tennessee, Oregon, and Texas, right? And yeah, so I honestly personally wish we lost the Natty because I felt then you guys would be arrogant or not Natty. I wish you guys we lost the game. Because then I felt like you guys would be just arrogant, and then you guys wouldn't play hard, and like something like that. You guys maybe lose to Oregon, but no, yeah, that's what it is.
I can respect it.
Yep, I respect that too. Well, Burks, thanks for the call. Appreciate it. And we'll go ahead and take some other calls here. Appreciate it, Burks.
Take care, man.
I'll see you soon, man. I'll see you soon.
See ya, Garrison.
Well, that was kind of refreshing to hear a rational Michigan fan.